I try to think about a specific example. What you know? Them have one protagonist, right? Protagonist are the bad one, right? No, or antagonist, right? And basically, the protagonist, good youth, police officer, and him have him family and thing, and them find a community with big walls and them good, you see me, and I live nice. Until man just found and kill him two best friend man and kill off bag of people and have them a work for them because them have more numbers and more guns and whatever. And I'm thinking about what me would I do in that dog. Like, would I join that side? No, me not think would I join that side, but me would I question, would I really want to, would I be selfish basically? Would I kill this man and risk everybody else who for me dead and them thing them? No, it's interesting.
If the circumstances were right.
I don't know, it just poses a lot of interesting questions for me personally.
Alright, guys, you want to start? Alright, 3, 2, 1. That's where I edit in the intro song. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bamcast. The Bamcast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boomdraw Physics for the intro song as always. Follow the pages on Instagram and Twitter at the Bamcast. Here with me tonight, as always, co-host Bobby B. He's just hailing it, so YouTube guys, you guys got the hailing. And special guest with me tonight, a very, very old friend. Introduce yourself, bro.
Oh, my name is Basey. Martin clearly knows me as John Hazel.
I do.
Basey.
There you go.
As you can all see.
And a very special guest. Please introduce yourself, bro.
What's up? My name is IoTosh.
All information and thing will be in the bio. I'm gonna put them on in a second. I'm finishing sweating. So before we even start the proper interview and thing, we're talking about TV shows. So I feel like because that's my passion. No, it's not. But I really like TV shows. It's one of them. Alright, it's one of them. You don't even have a mic. They can't hear you. It's one of them. So we talk about TV shows for like 5 minutes and thing. We're talking about Walking Dead a while ago. I'm not a big Walking Dead guy. Which other show? Like, did you hear about that you never did pre, and then you're just like, yo?
Well, I pre-Narcos, bro. Like, Narcos, oh my days. I didn't think it was just over, because some people love violence. And people, once I heard drugs, violence, and
money, violence, and sex.
Yeah, not even the sex so much, because there wasn't really much of that in a Narcos still. It's just like
the money and the violence
beer,
and the drugs.
And like, so
I don't watch anything. Like ever, whether popular, not popular. If Martin Doe say, "Yo, watch this," I will like, "All right, maybe," and then I still don't watch it, and then say, "All right, come, we're going to watch this."
Yeah, don't wrong. You don't have any hooked.
I don't like
watch them.
Castlevania, by the way, on Netflix, the animated thing based on the video game, amazing, but violent and gory. What else was there? Basically everything you watch on Netflix, this dog watched like the most drama, like soap opera shit too.
But like the suspenseful thing.
Dog, I have one sus show I watch, one, and that shit stems straight from growing up with my grandma and the helper. Daytime, he come in. Exactly, Days of Our Lives. He come in.
Brother, what?
Brother, you come in at the middle of the day from playing ball and thing. Grandma or Miss Inez or thing, I line up food. And what she watch on TV? Sus. So what I end up watching on TV? Sus.
It did kind of hurt.
I feel like every Jamaican went through this.
You would have to, especially if like your parent. My mother used to watch like Young and the Restless.
Dog, let me tell you something. Growing up,
that would have been on before. It would have been on before news.
Yes. Let me tell you. Growing up, I grew up with my grandmother too.
Come on before news and Days of Our Lives come on after news.
I know so them control the TV, so that's kind of
growing up with my grandmother, dog, as you say, right before the news, Young and the Restless, right? But then if you wake up early enough in the morning, 5:30, Bold and the Beautiful. If you're home in the middle of the day, Passion. You know the thing.
Up to this day, the Days of Our Lives theme stuck in my head.
Bro, exactly. I never thought about that before. But that real, I wake up in the morning and like I'm nodding and I looking from. Yeah. The Jamaican brother, he was yo, bro. As far as I was concerned, because he ain't speak, and I was young and dumb, and he wore the most awkward spandex, dog. Like,
What name? What?
Gilad. You know, like how
Name alone, so not
bro, you know.
At like 6 o'clock.
But definitely, I would
Bro,
never
you
watch TV that time.
I wouldn't be watching TV. What would happen is like I'd stumble downstairs, like kind of awake, looking for Milo, so I can drink my Milo, brush my teeth, and then get dressed. So during this fog, I would hear that crap on TV, so I'd look up, and this dog would be dressed like Superman. You know, the underpants on the outside type of thing in the tights, and I'd be like, yo, what is? I didn't even understand as a kid. I just knew I don't like that.
Some cricket used to wake me up, man, like at 5 o'clock. Come when I get up really early and I just hear, and it's nice fun, making their runs. And I say, yo,
What is?
before I used to just watch cricket from like at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just like, bro, what are you doing?
Cricket night. I'm gonna tell you
Cricket
something.
nice to play.
Let me tell you
What the
something.
hell you watching? I can't watch it.
No. Wait, no, hear me.
Cricket nice for
For
play.
play, can't watch it.
Every sport is nice to play, right? But I'll tell you something about cricket. I can't watch Test cricket, and that's the shit my grandfather would watch. 5 days.
2020 I watch.
Yeah, 2020 is something for people for watch. You say Test cricket, man, I play cricket for 5 days in the fucking sun. Mad. Fuck me, I watch that. Dog.
Watch it,
I
so
tell you
watch
something.
it.
I learned that there was a position in Test cricket. One of the batsmen is called the night watchman. His only purpose is to not be out.
My God.
So him don't do any fucking thing. Him just stand up out there. Nothing. Whole day.
Cricket kind of.
Yo, this
Probably
is,
sure.
bro, this is easily the second or third time we've cussed about cricket on this, but I just pointing out it's a gentleman's sport in all white. You're not supposed to break a sweat. You're not supposed to break a sweat. You're not supposed to get dirty. Like every time Bob told me new shit about cricket, I just looked at him. So why you watch it, dog? How do you watch?
I understand it, so it's fun to watch.
You come down to that still.
Yeah, you understand fighting much better than I do. You appreciate MMA much more than I do.
You're right.
Yeah, we are different.
You're right. Fuck cricket though. Alright, yo. Let us speak to our esteemed guest. This has been sick, alright? Literally, how this all came to be. I was in the barber's chair. And I look over. And there's John. Yo, dog. Oh, God, man. I can't imitate his voice. I don't have them deep octaves. You see me? But he's like, yo, what you up on there? I'm like,
Yes, definitely genetic.
let's link, bro. And he sent me a link on Sunday. I played the tune. I like this. Send it to Bob. Yo, what you feel about this? Bob said, it's a box still, dog. Who this? I'm like, yo, you wanna talk to the dog? I'll put a link for the song. I don't think I should put a clip it of the song, but I'll put a link for it in the bio, all the eps and stuff. You guys can click on it and go from there. And I'll have all of your socials and stuff for everybody to follow. But basically, the young general is a musician.
True.
And
I confirm it.
and the music is good. You see me?
Is there a distinction between musician and artist?
Good question.
No.
I always feel like a musician is
I think
they
musician
consider
is the
themselves like
broadest.
multi-instrumentalists. While I guess in Jamaica at least an artist is a singer.
I think originally the term musician was meant for like people who play instruments. You know what I mean? But like especially now, where not even modern day, but remember like it was like orchestras and them thing. There was like the music back then, and now when the voice coming out, the voice also an instrument. So a singer can be a musician. You know what I mean? So that's how I preach too. So
your voice will be
I think
considered
once you're doing music, you're a musician. If you have basic music theory, I guess.
My big pre before we even start talking about what kind of music and thing you do and like get into that. I've always loved music. I've always thought about literally I used to think what must it be like to make a song. and I can't even figure out where to start. What? Hold on.
Dog, I sat down behind the producer and watched the man on the computer. I'm just like, what the fuck is this nigga? What kind of magic are you working over there, brother? How did you just take what I heard and make that? It's amazing. I'm envious of every musician out there because my brain is one track. I can only do one thing at one time.
Straight.
For a musician to just keep doing, and you're taking in all this different input, all the different. If you're a singer, you're taking in all the different instruments. You have to on the rhythm, you have to this and that. It's it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So, how do you even figure out, like, this is what I want to do? Because it's such a complex thing. Or from you were a little youth, you just...
like, that's a big question.
Alright,
so I have to address in like parts.
Bro, please, take your time. Go on through.
So, answer the last thing where I asked, like, how me know says music I did want to. You did right. It's from a little youth. My father still is a songwriter and thing. He was a part of Exterminator crew that with Sizzla and Lucian and them from back in the day. And he used to write some songs for them and thing. And and my mom was in the industry and thing as well. And like, I guess you can say that I grew up around it. From the jump. And of course, when you're in a school, like, them people persuaded for pursue things that are more or less risky.
Mm-hmm.
More traditional.
More traditional, right?
Definitely.
So I was praying for the architecture at one point, and then when I reached like fifth form, I was like, all right, I want to be an actuary. And then them time there I was building rhythm because I'm a producer before anything else, really and truly.
Cool.
Feel me? And then I realized, say, if I put my mind to it and I just work hard at it, I can make some out of it. So I left school.
Big facts for everything, people. Put your mind to it and work hard.
Yeah.
It don't come easy.
Precisely.
But as you were saying, my brother.
But yeah, I'm just drop some lyrics for the rhythm then I'll make some tunes with me.
My pre is always right. Like, how does a creative or a musician like yourself figure out the genre you want to create in?
I think it comes down to influences, the type of music where you really like, because you're going to end up imitate it somehow, whether consciously or subconsciously.
Everybody with locks have musical skill.
I was going to ask that.
Because like big man thing, every man in a Jamaica will have locks in my tribe or song.
Because Jamaica just full of talent, dog.
Yeah, but like the locks enhance the talent.
No, I don't know about that. But I think what it could be is also, because like specifically reggae music can be a thing where that's sweet. A way out for people. Some people will get locks to do the music, if you get what I'm saying. So I think that may be what you're referring to, but
that the locks is not the causative nature, but it is just an aspect of it.
Every man meets you with locks.
Make
music. I play football.
Alright, brother, let the people know what genre of tune it is that you find yourself in.
every time I get asked that question
about genre,
I say, yo, I don't do no genre, like I do music on a whole, but really and truly, but I say I do everything rather than not one specific thing.
So a mix of all the influences.
Yeah, but if you have to categorize it, I make rap, I make hip hop, I make trap, I make reggae, I make R&B, like jazz, like it limitless, really.
And the label would limit you. If you just put one label upon it, as opposed to saying you'd make everything.
It's just hard for bring all of them things there down
under
to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Real talk.
So
every genre you just mentioned a while ago, though, I rate. So you clearly in good spirits. You see me, bro? And if the bro, and if the tune I heard is any indication, you're also a lyrical person. Like you're not a kind of.
Them flow the bad still, you know. Them flow the bad. But hold myself to a lyrical standard.
Them flow the bad in the club, but I personally appreciate lyrical content. And that was the first thing that hit my mind when I heard the tune.
You know, sir, I used to bun trap music, right? Because I thought trap was bad rap.
This nigga was playing French trap in the way up here, dog.
He was.
Tell you something. Because but I'll tell you something though. It's just like recently somebody pointed out to me that trap is its own is a subgenre of rap. Your mumble rap is also its own subgenre. So I can't be judging them based on rap because Eminem is what when I got exposed to rap, it was Eminem. And Eminem, as dark as he is a lyrical beast. So I got used to lyrics and Biggie and Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z. Well, I don't really fuck with Jay-Z.
Me either.
Him rap too slow. But East Coast niggas rap slow and I don't really fuck with it. West Coast I can work with. That's I'm gonna start a flame more now. But I guess I as Martin said, like the mumble and the trap shit that work in the club. I don't want to hear Joey Badass tell him about my ancestors suffering in the club. That's like, honestly, straight up. That's not what I want to hear in the club.
No, come on, dog. You in the club bopping and you having your fun and someone saying like, yo, still got the last names of our slave owners. That not.
You stop and you think about it.
And you go, dog.
It's funny when you meds it. That's why you don't go to parties to meds it. You go enjoy yourself.
I don't know.
Never know the meds by region.
Right. That's true.
And the worst thing for actually thinking a party more while.
Bro, I don't want to. All I want to be thinking about is the next move. Yeah, I don't want to be thinking about. Dog, what was my great grandfather medding on the fields,
that's
bro?
Where what's in your cup comes in.
What's in my cup?
Lyrical genius, you know? Lyrical genius. What is in my cup will stay in my cup. So that means you're not drinking it. That's what I get from that, you know. You just standing there with a cup in your hand.
Man, why am I thinking about this? No, you just listen to the music, dummy.
That's it. But you see, that's why even though nowadays I rate producers more than like the singers or the rappers themselves. Because nowadays I realize like lyrical content is not there. Anybody can go mumble on a beat. But the beat is what carry the song.
I feel that, cause I get what you're saying, but I think it's also,
It's catchy.
no,
I feel like producers should be credited. Like, you know, when you see a song name and say featuring this artist, I feel like it should be a requirement to say produced by whoever.
Metro Boomin wants some more, nigga.
Ad libs and tags like that now, so you have to know who it is.
I'm not only, I mean, Metro just released his own album as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it starts already, man. Cause even
That's
like
good. I read
people
that.
like our K-Tronada or Flying Lotus, like they are artists
Two big
in their
blood
own
clot
right.
artists, by the way.
Yeah, bad man.
As a complete musical dunce. No, I'll just call it as it is. This is. It is what I am. I'm a complete musical dunce. I see the turning of the knobs and the pulling of the stuff, but how them produce a tune, dog? Like from nothing to something.
Nothing to something.
You're gonna have to have sounds first of all, whether you get them in like a drum kit or you record your own sound, which is what people do with live rhythms, you know. You just get some sounds, bro.
You just put them together till it sound good.
Yo, that's how I know this is a talented individual, you know, cause him can't explain it to my dumb self. Like, it takes creative energy. It definitely takes creative energy. Cause think about it, listeners, right? Like you're just looking at the empty computer screen, and at the end of it all, you have a song. Songs evolve.
But like.
I'm bringing the whole creation.
Most people don't look at it like them not set out with a particular thing, you know, like sometimes you build something and you catch your vibes and whatever knowledge you have, you implement it, you know, where you build. You know what I mean? So like it's not like like them go to that general idea of like, okay, I wanna make a trap rhythm or I wanna make something in a minor chord or whatever.
But during the course of making it might evolve into something you never even thought.
Yeah, like you start up with a trap rhythm and you just make a reggae rhythm.
Word?
Some people, you just do whatever, bro.
You do whatever comes to you in the time of creating.
Yeah.
I think what really gets me though is sampling. Cause to see, alright, Kanye West built his production career on sampling. Kanye West is the sample master as far as mainstream.
Oh, I hear about that.
No, but before when I rated Kanye, you know, before the Kardashians got him, right? Before the Kardashians got Kanye, like Kanye, his basically all of his biggest songs are sampled rhythms, like him sample some random fucking things, and so that's why all this gets me is like to hear this random song and you cut this little part and you turn it into this completely new thing.
Right.
How like
That did, I mean, like, even my, I don't know, this feel, I don't know if it's egotistical for say this right now, but like, I call myself sample god, right? That because when that was kind of what my production style was when I just started, because I was really amazed. Like, I thought that them used to play the instruments that you hear, and like, I don't know what they did. I just be like, yo, how them get that on? And then as I start growing the thing, I realize I'm taking songs and chopping them up or whatever.
just pitch and this and that.
Yo,
You make magic happen. Literally. So, you personally, who you're saying like you tend to make music based upon things you know, your influences and things. Who would you say were your influences?
in production, artist, or both.
Anything,
Just in musically, in making your creation.
He's an artist from this generation.
Alright. Now list them from like, for production. I think my main influence would have been Nujabes.
Big artist.
That musically done, sir.
I'm not that musically done after all, guys.
If you know, you know. You know what I mean?
Straight up. If you know, you know.
You have people like Jay Dilla, DJ Premier, because hip hop was my main influence first. You know what I mean? What I really said them man, they're still, you know, like artistry like Junior Gang, Nas, Eminem. Eminem was the first rapper I ever listened to, and then they mash up my meds.
First time I heard that dog rhyme orange with
Door
4-inch door hinge, I was just like, bruh.
George.
My bad.
Jordan, like, my bad. I'm sorry, Mr. Marshall.
That's that was the main influence still. That's fine.
You got something you want to say, Bob? You're just thinking about Eminem?
I genuinely was just thinking about Eminem. I swear, how the man rhymes in the middle of words.
And I still.
Like,
When I was in prep school, I learned for words to rhyme, it's got to be the end.
right, nah, him rhyme in the middle of words.
Of
Like,
course, we know the Jamaica them is.
Bruh.
You are out.
Bruh, do we really want to talk about Jamaicanisms here? No, do we really want to take this segment? Because I'm all for this segment. The what is it? The lyrical physicist, the vocabulary physicist. I'm sorry, that's a Jamaican Eminem right there.
Michelangelo paint the graphic images so you get a condom for your ears because the tuna shot like
Syphilis. But what I meant a while ago, because I was laughing with John about this, was just Jamaicanisms. Sorry guys, we're taking a tangent, but we're definitely coming back to talking about music and IO. But how man read the word pomegranate and get panganat in a real life?
Definitely.
Mispronounced.
You pronounced it wrong, sir. You pronounced it wrong.
Them
You left out the
definitely-
R.
Pomegranate?
No, pranganat. Pranganat.
Yo. Can we settle this right now?
Man, I-
Kingston versus Clarendon. Is it Pickney or Pitney?
What?
Is it Pickney?
People say Pitney?
Clarendon. Clarendon.
Pitney.
The Pitney them.
You don't hear
People
the
say
C.
Pitney dog.
Pitney. Yeah, you know you see.
That's not the Clarendon.
Bruh.
About the
Only
people
person in Jamaica come from Clarendon.
Them good man.
Pitney. Pranganat from pomegranate.
See if you can catch this one, man. The maddest one see this KFC.
I love KFC. I love KFC. No. I did see a meme the other day where it's like the no man, the Dexter meme. Yo, where the girl is like man no say alcohol, man say alcohol. ALQ. Alcohol.
We save time. Jamaicans are very efficient people. We don't. Why are you spending all this time talking? That's why we have conversations with just grunts now.
Proud to be a Jamaican.
Yeah, you guys know where pre come from?
Yeah, like where the fuck pre come from? What is your pre?
Preview.
Why pre?
No, it's wiper. You didn't even say pre anymore.
When them started out with I don't even. We soon just get a head
Whenever I think
motion.
about the root of him thinking, I mash my pride.
That's what we think about.
Yeah, that's literally what Bob and I said. And be like, yo, where that come from? And then you just go,
My favorite one. My favorite. When I found out where the root of heist, when you heist up something, because like it flew over my head for so exactly.
Hoist.
So when it got me, I was like, you fucking idiot! Why you never think about that sooner? I was just like, how did hoist become heist? What this? Them just emphasizing them H's, and I ate it.
I don't know. Like, everywhere, every parish have them own like some dialects. Okay, we're not doing this, guys.
certificate.
I've been seeing them Dexter. You remember the same thing when you showed me on
Bro, those Dexter memes have been real. Alright? I agree. Jamaicans are the best people in the world.
I agree.
I completely agree. Come fight me, everybody. No, I'm joking, alright? I'm very proud to be Jamaican.
Love our nation.
Alright, now back to the musical talk for a little bit. Before we go completely tangential and we're going to talk about, because I definitely have to talk to our political pundit here about the midterms so I can piss him off and he can rant. Oh, it's the best thing. I think I'm going to get a drop for the section of the podcast when he gets mad and rants. And go, yeah, that's what I want. That's basically what I want from Family Guy, man. Alright, bro. Could you describe your creative process, not in detail or anything, but just like what generally inspires you to, whether it be create a beat or write lyrics, or is it just a thing that happens?
It's both. It's both. Like it can happen, or I can actively go out and try to do something. Like there's a lot of art, so. As I said, more while I would sample things. That's why I started out doing. So sometimes I just go out looking for obscure songs on the internet with like 20 plays and just download them and just chop them up and flip them however or whatever. And that just inspire me to go the full way and make a full rhythm. Or, I'll be sitting down and I'll try to make a sound out of something. So like I'll record my voice doing something weird and then I'll morph it or whatever and stretch it and blah blah and make a rhythm out of it or.
So like it has it ever happened that like you're just out in the streets and you hear a random song and you're just like, yo, I could make a wicked beat out of this?
Yo, more while I record things on my phone, in the voice memo, and I'll send them to my computer and sample it or something.
Nature, man.
Nature boy Ric Flair.
Woo! Sorry, I had to turn. Woo! Man, you see how cool that is though, dog? You're walking around in nature or in life and you just hear something.
Halfway tree, dog. The taxi in my street.
I was going to say, dog, what the fuck you finding halfway tree, brother?
Like there's so much, like even.
Just sound.
Yeah, it's sound, but it's so much sound, like.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's the beauty in our technology, like we can select a little, like 10 millisecond thing and turn it into a whole tune.
A hit.
Like, can pick out anything you want. Like even other day, I never want to say this, but I don't start. Like I'll go through some dancehall clashes like Sting, you see me, or the man them a DJ and like them I say yo, I'ma chop out the yo, and put it in a rhythm like dun, 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 yo, dun, or something like that. Like just an example.
Overs.
I mean that's what the man them like the international like Diplo, the culture vulture himself.
What do you call him a culture vulture? I don't know.
I don't consider Diplo a good DJ.
But culture vulture though, I don't think so.
I mean, he has put Jamaica on and with Jamaicans, so I guess I
Yeah.
can't really call him that much of a culture vulture. But the people he has inspired, I would consider them culture
But that's not
vultures.
to do with
Yeah,
it.
This-
that's got nothing to do with him.
No, but I can blame who I want. Wanna going to beat me?
Yeah, I
Can't
don't
be
think he's
me.
a culture vulture still. 'Cause
It's-
he was doing it for before him even bust or anything too. You know what I mean? Like,
Culture.
bro, the man have a tune with Mr. Lex. Mr. Lex, you know,
Yeah.
from long time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has done things, but at the same time, I feel like the Jamaican music industry as a whole, has allowed itself to be watered down and commercialized and sold out for the American pop market.
That's
Why
JD in
do you
general.
like Spice? To be
JD in
fair,
general.
oh, dog, I was about to say that.
JD in
What
general.
do
sell
we
everything.
have that nice that the older guard never sell out? Them sell the beach, they sold JPS,
Backside.
Yeah.
they sold
Jamaica.
Bauxite, they sold Air Jamaica. Air Jamaica did fail. They sold the airport the other day. What do
Which
we have that?
airport?
Technically, at Norman Manley, it's no longer run by Jamaica National. It's run by Mexico.
Yeah, government sell out everything.
They quote unquote found some oil pockets supposedly to to go and explore more, and within 42 hours of the discovery, 32% of it was already owned by an American interest company.
There you go.
32% of what not even there, you know. The man them said 32% of what you might find are mine.
This is crazy, you know, like.
Bruh. We don't own
have
we
so
don't own the
much
highways.
Alexa, play Look on the Life We Live In.
You mentioned highway.
Like, even when you talk about music a while ago, like it go for everything.
Right.
You know, like
When
we have so much things here, like talent, resources, just a lot of.
we just
things,
underutilize them,
yeah, like
or we use them wrong.
or the people them who have the power
Power,
are in charge of
right,
it, like
power.
them create a short term over it.
Generally. 'Cause I mean, power don't last forever, so you have to make the most of it.
It's just recently man are dead in office. Before you'd actually have to kind of have some semblance of a democracy for turnover. No man are literally get fat and dead in office, dog. Dead and old in office.
Yeah,
Man, it sounds bad, but like
It's reality.
like secretary for life and them
You know,
position.
in Africa, there's a billionaire created a prize, $5 million.
Bam, 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 tangential lane. All right, what tangential lane is we're not gonna necessarily like speak. We're not gonna.
You're gonna make me lose my train of
I
thought.
don't care. We're not. We're not gonna 100% speak about one topic anymore. You know, we might bounce around and talk about topical
Random.
type of stuff, but
Randomly.
that's what tangential lane is.
Okay.
Your line of thought is it lost? Damn it!
But yeah, no, in Africa, there's a prize for any African leader, democratically elected African leader that steps down willingly out of power. $5 million. Because it's such a rare thing. Like in Uganda, I think,
5 million who for dollars?
the billionaires' dollars.
No, what currency too?
I don't remember.
Because the amount of money what them probably make while staying in power, they're just like
Yeah,
keep
that's
that,
no,
let
but
that
like
change.
it's such a rare thing. The guy in Uganda, I think, is 87. Just win theme thing.
Wow.
Why the
87.
Mugabe was 90 when the army literally said, "Yo, dog, done, just done, please, we just done. And we're gonna kill him. We don't want to kill him."
How old was he?
Mugabe is 90 right now.
So just frighten him. Old people heart not so good, didn't
He
they?
was a freedom fighter, dog. He
Fuck, right?
know,
I forgot.
frighten them and-
I forgot. It's like General Butt. It's like General Butt naked.
Oh shit!
General Butt naked. He used, yeah, he wasn't a freedom fighter, but he was definitely a fighter in
Was it Rwanda?
yeah, and he used to. His belief and his people's belief was they'd kill a kid, and they'd like eat his heart, and then go into battle, or at least him at least would go into battle naked, and he believed that in eating the kid heart, raw, nobody can touch me. So his name became
Famous.
General Butt Naked. Here's where he became famous. The man them, I think it was Vice, they were interviewing him and thing, and they went to a restaurant to eat, and while they're eating, he didn't like the taste of the food, and like him kind of made a sting, and they made an investigation, and it turns out it was people meat the restaurant was selling. How much people you have to eat to know? No, this is person. And then they investigate it, and it really is people that the restaurant was selling. This is all. This is all you can do. You Googles. This is all you can do. You Googles is easily on YouTube.
Yeah,
General
really,
butt naked Viceland.
It's
Like,
really take a tangent.
bro, tangential lane. Tangential lane. The world's a scary place, bro.
It's very disturbing.
Bro,
Sound like some Walking Dead shit, you know. Same way.
I'm gonna keep it kind of fucked up for a little bit, but this is nature's messed up, so this isn't people messed up. 100 buffalo died last night, eh, Bob?
400, buddy.
There you go.
The lions.
Was on BBC.
The lions. They were running from lions, and they jumped in the river. Buffalo can swim, fine, but there was no moon that night, so they couldn't see. And then the other side of the river was steep, so they ended up drowning. Couple hundred buffalo. So the people who woke up the next day, there was a couple hundred buffalo. The people just went and took them up and got them.
Yeah.
Can't waste good meat.
Wow.
But that's nature, dog. I tell you, survival of the fittest.
400.
Buffalo, dog.
Man, they bring it
Shell.
tired of eating buffalo.
Beef.
Steaks,
Some
buffalo
nice beef.
burgers.
Buffalo wings.
Buffalo. Them whole L with that one, them, man. That's a fat L.
Bruh, the buffaloes or the people? Because the people hold the
No,
heftiest
man.
W.
Buffalo, them, man.
Buffalo, they were free.
I just L out.
Hold on. I was talking to my supervisor this morning about it, right? Dog, how screwed up is that, right? Either you stay online and be eaten by the monsters, or you dive in the water where monsters might be, because crocodiles are there,
That's true.
and your virgin them end up trampling you. Yeah, like...
Fuck a crocodile, man. You know the most dangerous animal in Africa?
People?
Hippopotamus.
Oh, wow.
I'm aware. Did you
The
know
river
this?
horses, they sweat red.
Yeah, they... Originally, when people... They're not fully aquatic, but originally people thought that they would like sweat blood because they sweat there's a red pigment in their sweat,
Right.
so they sweat red, and people are like, what the hell, these are demons, and then they open their mouth to 170 degrees, and you're just like, oh my god, it's a demon, and then it runs about 40 miles and move.
Yeah. Hippo dangerous, you know.
Who named them river horses?
Huh?
Who the fuck named them river horse?
Someone who tried to ride them.
That's what hippopotamus
Try.
means. Hippopotamus.
Try.
Very unsuccessful. You know about the hippos in South America? Escobar, I think. Or one of them drug dons that carry them over for them zoo.
Pablo. Yeah.
Oh.
Pablo brought
This
over.
is tying in really well, you know. We are talking about narcos earlier.
Yeah.
Walking dead and eating people. Man.
Yeah. Very random.
Full circle. But yeah, dog, Pablo brought in rhinos, Pablo brought in giraffes, Pablo brought in hippos, elephants.
He literally burnt money. He burnt money, $2 million to keep him and him daughter warm when they was on the run. And he actually lost, like, he spent thousands of dollars every month on rubber bands to hold the money. And he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars to rats eating the money.
Rats eating the money.
Yeah, because the money was just stuffed into rooms and the rat them was going to bite up the bills.
I wish I was a rat.
Dog, them. Pablo literally offered to pay off Colombia's national debt if they would prevent America from extraditing him.
Balling.
That is a big man movie.
That is the biggest man
Half a
move.
country's debt.
Yeah.
One man, you know.
My God.
And
Man say, yo, I will deal with it. Just make sure America can't get me.
And you know, so them really, I think them.
Them think about it hard.
Them say,
Yeah, that's not fuck you money.
yeah, but them know say US would really just invade
Yeah.
them anyway.
America have to be the biggest drug dealer in the world. Them can't make anybody else do it.
Facts.
But America was going to run in for deal with Pablo, and Pablo said, run into the capital and burn all the file them about me. And they did it.
Yeah, right. Well, then.
And the man said, I'm going to go prison, but me have to make it.
With my guy.
With my guards. And you can't even fly over. 20 miles from any side, including above. You cannot fly over and look for me. Dog. I say I want those problems, but I don't want those problems. Like, I ain't trying to have those problems, bro. You can't imagine that. Just, you don't sleep well, do you? Unless you're a complete sociopath. Bob would sleep well.
That don't sound that bad. That don't sound that bad. Fair rules better than love. It's true. Fair rules better than love. And as power doesn't last forever and fair is but short-lived, it works all together.
Anger is also a lot stronger of an emotion than love. Can last longer. So, Bob, what's grinding your gears this week? The midterm elections. What do you feel like? What's going on?
It don't matter.
You're bleak.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. A Jamaica, what it don't matter. Trump go fuck, America go fuck with no matter what. They're imperialist scum no matter which party is in power.
I'm sorry, listeners from America.
But it's no, like, honestly, America just goes around meddling in everybody's business as long as it suit them. I mean,
that's a fact.
from, all right, 1970s in Jamaica, you know, we were doing pretty good.
Chinese kind of giving them a chance.
No, all right, cheers, China now. You have to rate them niggas, right? America has gunboat diplomacy. Like, America literally will just put the big guns at your door and say, your door will say, we'll fuck you up. China is like, no, we're not going to do that. That don't make sense. What we're going to do, we're going to give you things. You don't have to pay for it now. We talk about that later. No, man, just go. What's the interest rate? No, man. Just go on. We talk about that later. Just go and use the thing. 20 years down the line, yo. So where the money? And so, well, you never tell me. All right, man, take it back. And they just do that. They literally, them just take over a power plant and a port in 2 different African countries because them default on them payments.
Over the police station or one too.
Yeah, in Kenya. Them have Chinese officers there. No. They're building the longest railroad in Africa. They're the ones who are behind, you know, Akon was giving people
The
electricity.
Yeah.
It was China backing it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was him of his own.
China. He was just the public face.
Slow pay to world domination.
Yeah. No, man. I say it all the time. The more I know about the world, is the less I wish I knew about the world.
Wow.
Because ignorance is the most blissful thing ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Because even here in Jamaica, China, the highways, as I said earlier, we gave them 500 acres of land, you know.
Right.
Just gave them. That's yours. And the highway is theirs, technically. The land it's on is theirs. It's for them road. The other highway, the first one we had, the east-west, that was French land.
It was French land?
Yes. You technically couldn't get a ticket on it. It was sovereign land. Because built by a French company. It was for them land that we gave them. They collected the money from it as well.
There's a lot of things, man. Well, how you find out about this? Like, it was in internet or like news or whatever?
Speaking to people who in the sphere. Because you're not going to see this.
You're not going to hear about that. That's what I'm saying.
No, because the greatest threat to power for institution is for the people under the rule to have knowledge. Right? I was speaking to somebody about even in Europe with the church, why they hated the guy who made the printable press, Gutenberg, the first guy to start printing books. Why the church hated him, you know, is that he started printing the Bible. And then everybody could have the Bible. Before, it was just the man in the church who could read the Bible, and he would tell you whatever the fuck it said. And you just have to go with him, because you can't read it, you don't have it. This dog start printing the Bible, everybody have it, everybody have knowledge, people start questioning things. And when you have questions, that's a threat to power. So you can't fool everybody all the time. But the more people you keep fool, the easier it is to fool them.
Right.
That's why education is so expensive. That's why
it's so important.
Yeah, that's why the media is owned by like the same companies. Which you
where them like kick people out if them can't pay the tuition.
Yeah, they've been deregistering people, but which is fuckery. Make me do my fucking exam, hold the grade until I pay you. That's it. I can't do nothing until you give me the degree or until you give me the grade. But make me do the thing.
Like them really can work around it, you know.
Exactly. It's just like hospitals too.
Especially if you're a youth trained and you have potential.
That's it. Like the whole, it's ridiculous. Capitalism has ruined us all. Everybody feel like that. The thing is, everybody can't rich. Plain and simple. Because to have rich, you have to have poor. Contrast.
Capitalism and the Western mindset of me. Yeah. Of nobody no more than me. Me, my interest come before you. Versus me. Nobody no more than me. Babes. Empress. Beauty. My size. Okay, man, that girl, you feel me that beg nothing? That is a direct problem of nobody no more than me. Whereas China's meds is us, the whole, the collective good. Why don't not to say the country China, but the communism mindset, what it's done to them subconsciously is how come you guys don't little like super heavy, especially in certain countries? And no, and the answer that you usually get, Singapore doesn't. I'm thinking about Singapore, Japan, Philippines. General consensus to like why there isn't a big old pollution problem is because why you don't live in a dirty place. How much time you drive on the road and just see a man fling something out them window?
Nasty fucker.
Two different mindsets.
Can't ever count.
You see, you bring up Singapore. People like to compare Jamaica and Singapore a lot.
Singapore.
Is it fair too?
It's not, cause they said that we both became independent around the same time. The leaders at the time had similar ideas, blah blah blah. But here's my thing: it's a different mindset to the people.
Culturally.
Yeah, one that the Asian mindset is different from the African mindset, which we mostly have,
And the US.
and the American influence on it.
Especially that.
The chewing gum is illegal in Singapore. Cause them say if it get on the ground, it's staying up the place ugly. Chewing gum is illegal in the whole country. You cannot look at the Jamaican and say you can't buy Wriggles. You can't buy your Wriggles no more. Them are war. Them are Black Road and Buntire.
Yeah, indiscipline.
Yeah. You tell the China man that him say, alright.
Imagine running a black for Wrigley is my.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it would happen. It would happen.
That's a world war.
Exactly. For fucking Wrigley's.
For Wrigley's, bro.
When it would happen, it's not far fetched. It's just alright. We still have. I say it all the while. It's a hangover from slavery. It's the big stick mentality. If somebody not over you threatening to fuck you up, you're not going to do what you're supposed to do. That's the thing. And then there's a billboard that I see from the Integrity Commission that say integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Nobody at Jamaica not do that. If you can't catch me, it's not wrong.
Well, I realize that still call like even choosing not to litter on them thing there is a very personal thing here.
Yeah,
so.
the Not Dirty Up Jamaica campaign actually get me because like every time I think of litter and I hear the voice in my head, Not Dirty Up Jamaica. I'm just like, alright, cool. Let me push this in my pocket and throw it out and find a bin.
It's your conscience.
So that jingles help. Jingles help. Not Dirty Up Jamaica. Oh, this is a clip that's going on Twitter. Not Dirty Up Jamaica. It works. It worked. Yeah. It worked for the conscious and the intelligent.
Music.
Full circle.
Rewind.
This is kind of crazy.
If I need cooking gas, I only one number me know. 18884 gas pro. Exactly. That's it. Jingles. Them get in your fucking brain and stick there. Music, dog. It's just like your parents always said to you, you know that song like, your school book? No, Metro Boomin did not produce my fucking school book. Metro Boomin did not want some more calculus. If he did, I would have fucking learned it.
Yo, them jingles are I don't know if you know this, channel, it was on cable. 800 588 2300
Empire today.
That shit was knocking,
For carpets.
Yeah. Why am I remembering carpets?
I remember everything.
That's music.
Yes,
Music,
yeah.
dog.
Power of music, bro. Oh, yeah, I enjoy the full circle of this podcast. All right, like that was lit.
That's what I name it.
What, full circle?
OuroBoros.
How many Jamaicans going to know what that means, dog? Do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
OuroBoros? It's the OuroBoros is where is it from? It's
Snake.
Slavic.
Slavic snake eating its own tail.
Yeah.
Oh,
The snake that eats its own tail.
Alright, man.
It's actually alright. So in Norse mythology, there's a big snake that encircles all the worlds. Loki's son. Yeah. It's eating its own tail, but the Ouroboros it's a symbol of continuity.
Yeah.
Endless cycle, because as he eats his tail, he will obviously grow more. So that's what it is. So full circle.
Fine, I'm gonna go with OuroBoros. Fine, there you go. Ha! You guys learned something new today. Teach the people. Teach the folk.
I got a word in body
Boy. Every boy. Yo. Nobody can tell me, They're like, yo, I was talking to someone and he was like, Mike, Kratos and Atreus. I'm like, nah. His name is Boy.
He was the cowboy.
boy.
There it is. You have the voice for that shit. You have the voice for that shit, dog. Slap it. Go.
Boy.
There it is.
I ain't that, man.
If my father looked at me and called me boy in that tone of voice, who never get trouble in them life, I'd probably become a police officer to make sure man don't get trouble too. Like, dog. And to be fair, Kratos is a terrifying nigga. We weren't supposed to be playing God of War when we were playing it, you know. But God,
titties though.
Wow.
God of War 1, bitches in the bed.
you see,
You know, so
you
I've never
think
played it.
you
All
know-
I do is just
what?
binge it on YouTube.
bro, I used to I rags the first and second one.
You're missing out.
You watch like video game streams and things like Twitch and them
Not
something.
streams,
That's
but
what
like
brother
me
wants
watch,
to do
you know,
about
Rad the Brad.
Yeah, but I don't
I just
understand
watch
it.
them going through the gameplay without talking.
I don't understand it.
What?
I don't understand watching people play video games.
Alright, it's like watching cricket.
We
It's like watching cricket. It's like watching
we watch Halo World Cup.
No.
We watch Halo World Cup.
We watch like tournaments and shit like that, where it's like do or die time.
Yeah.
For my brother is at home watching niggas play Minecraft for fucking hours, and I know all them doing is hitting blocks and building shit.
But
What
that's
is-
different, man. Cause when
I
me
don't-
talk
I don't
about
get
it's like
it.
watching it's a story basically.
Oh, you just watch
Watching
like the
story.
cutscenes.
Me Not
guess
not
you
the
have to smoke
cutscenes,
and
you know, but because the gameplay is a part of the story. If you have to beat a boss, well, not a boss. If you have to beat some minions for each.
Did you
boss.
play Metal Gear?
No.
Got Metal Gear, the last 2 Metal Gears on PS4. Fucking movies. Like the gameplay was minimal.
I think I've watched like the same gameplay videos on it and thing too. Cause like me never have the game them or anything like that. But me want to experience it as well. Same way how earlier we talked about the TV show them where everybody did that talk about or whatever, and I get that chance to experience it. So I'm gonna take the chance.
That's to be fair, cause I never played a lot of games.
Cutscenes are great.
But
Brother, when the man is killing.
when the man
When the man
holds
is
Zeus
kill-
and his beard, may I say yes, need it in my life.
Bro, the man hold Hermes, the brother with the winged shoes that would run
boxing
around,
foot, dog.
and just kind of just yanks off his foot. Doesn't take off the shoe, you know. Cut off the whole foot. I was watching it going, brother, the man kill it was Apollo. He has these swords on his back, you know. The dog doesn't cut off his head. Him hold him head top and just pull.
Icarus. When Ares tore off Icarus's wings. When something like Kratos tore off his wings while falling. Fuck that guy. And like fuck you and your coach, nigga. Taking your wings, I'm out.
That dog died 3 times and climbed out of hell each time, you know. How gangster is that?
Dog, you remember
He died and yeah, he died and
That's
climbed
how
out
the
of hell.
mother.
No, the guy holding up Earth.
Oh, that
Atlas.
was kind of dirty.
You had to climb up his spine and push him vertebrae out the way and shit.
Oh, when him the boss in belly. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game, like I fuck with mythology hard, and that game like brought out all of the things I fucked with. It was amazing.
And it's crazy too, you know, because like I know that's a lot of people's that's the gateway for a lot of people even pre-mythology.
Yeah,
and some
to
people will
play
not even
games,
know
yeah.
say it's mythology. They're just like, oh, it's a game.
It was like, what is this story? Oh my god, how did they think of this?
I live in a house where my mother's name is Minerva, the Roman goddess of war. My little sister's name is Athena, the Greek goddess of war. Mythology was a big thing in this house from an early time. How'd I get Martin?
That's what I was like, yeah, one.
Pops, civil rights, black power kind of guy. So it was Martin or Malcolm, one of the two. Minerva was like, fine, you got that one. I'm naming the goddess. I was like, but why she couldn't name me? So I did ask my mother, Moms, wait, if you couldn't name me, what you're going to name me? She says Thor. You know how hype I'd be if my name was Thor, dog? Who telling me nothing? Who telling me nothing?
You go stick to Martin.
Bruh. I've gotten used to Martin.
We wouldn't be friends. You'd be the biggest asshole ever if your name was Thor, man. Straight up. You can't give people names like that. Like Maximilian. You can't name Maximilian and not be an asshole.
I don't know anybody named Maximilian.
Because they're assholes.
But yeah,
Or Max is a dog name.
imagine name somebody Kratos, dog.
No, that's alright. My cousin.
Like you just literally set on the part there, you know.
My cousin had a daughter that she named Khaleesi.
Oh,
Yes.
Khaleesi.
Yes. I share your shame.
I'm not mad at that name. I'm not mad at that name.
Khaleesi not too bad. Like, not that bad.
She's
Little
the
feminine.
She's the leader of the horse people.
Here.
I mean,
Leader of the horse people.
It's when you mince it. It's when you mince it.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
that's the Greek and the Roman got them. Like them just sound so grimy.
Yeah.
African mythology.
Alright.
African mythology. Way grimier, but the grimiest of grimy is Slavic mythology. The man they grow in cold and like it's cold and dry. There's ice outside, which is frozen water, but you can't get it.
True.
And it's a hard land, nothing to really grow. The gods that those guys came up with, what was his name? Chernobyl.
Chernobog was the devil. Chernobog was the black god.
And like that was, bruh, you guys, everyone can.
The Zoria sisters who control the moon and the stars. What else did they have?
They didn't have no Santas. Is basically what I'm saying. Like they have no Santa. It was straight It was what, Krampus. Krampus is this nigga's favorite person. Right?
One of my favorite people.
Krampus? That's
Krampus.
Is that the
He punishes kids who are bad.
Yeah, that
And
was
for
like
Christmas, he carries around bag on his back that has birch branches in it, and he goes around whipping bad kids.
That's the opposite of Santa.
What the hell?
What do you mean? Behave your fucking self. The Western version is, oh, you won't get gifts. The European version, oh, you're going to get fucked up. Martin, there's a stick insect or a really big spider. What the fuck is that on your window?
On my window.
Look down at the
It's
bottom.
a
There.
sneak insect.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
See me at the bottom of the window.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Nature, bro.
I've never
Sounds
seen
like a
one
cricket.
for real.
Oh, they're a whole
No man, brother, that's
Oh,
It's
the
a stick.
stink.
The stick insect. See right this? Yeah.
There are a whole bunch of them. They'll
Alright, then I see it.
they'll
Yeah.
pop at the window, and then when the lights turn off, they go right back out.
Oh, man, is your weed?
It's the weed scaring them. Look at Bob. Bob got up to go look like, what is this? Yeah, you've never seen one before?
wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick. I've never seen one.
I will take a picture and attach it. I'll take a picture. Alright, guys. We're going to wrap this episode because we are at 57 minutes. So that's pretty close to the hour.
That passed quick.
Everyone, I always say, people always go, how will we talk for?
And it resolved, you know, and everything resolved like it come to the circle before. That's kind of crazy.
Because we enjoy what we're doing and it's a good time. Follow the pages. Follow the page. It's on the floor. Follow the pages at the Bamcast, Instagram, Twitter. Find Bob on everywhere at Bob Dammit. You want to tell the people where to find you guys?
Well, you can definitely find me on Facebook, where we Jamaicans call Fastbook as Basey. Basey is Basey.
And I'll tag him, of course, in the bio.
And on everything, like on all music platforms and on all social media at IoTosh, IoTosh.
All right, guys. Tagging everyone in the bio. Of course, it's been the Bamcast. You're welcome. Mwah. See how our run off quick?
That kind of crazy. That kind of crazy. Yo, I was so tired, but like, you know, I'm really need for, I can't